Rams the best of luck, and see what we can do. We'd like to remind you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Sheriff Dick Sanders and the Garrett County Sheriff's Department. Excuse me, who reminds you to be cool, stay in school, and say no to drugs and alcohol. Coach, I'm fighting a pretty tough sore throat. I hope I'll make it through the night, and we'll give it our best shot anyway. Well, the Rams come back on the court. We're just 4.5 minutes away from the tip-off here. Liganoir Lancers. Coach, this is a nice atmosphere. We got a good crowd. We got a good six-man club over there. This should be a really good time.
Yeah, as we said, it's just about full. You can see a few seats open, but not many. One thing, the band isn't playing tonight, so that area is for students also.
Yeah, and of course, Liganoir and St. John's brought up some good players, and also McDonough. I saw them out in the parking lot earlier today, and they have a good contingent up here. A long ways from down Charles County up here.
Well, last year we went down to, I went with the girls team, we went down and played at Patuxent, and that is quite a drive down there.
Of course, McDonough from the La Plata area, down Waldorf, down in that area, so used to spend a lot of time down here buying lumber, so I know that area pretty well. That's been years ago. Here's the starters for the Rams and also for the Liganoir Lancers. Corey Mosley comes out first. He's a 6-foot senior, and Corey Nicholson, a 6'3" senior, comes out for Liganoir. Brad Reese, the defensive specialist for the Rams. He's really stepped up the defense. He's done a really good job.
He's always does a great job defensively, and I think he's starting to look a little bit more for his shot also.
Here comes number 23 for the Rams, Chris Miller. He's a 6-foot senior. John Swedner, a 5'11" junior, comes out for the Lancers. For the Rams, the 6'5" junior, Evan Lance. Had him listed at 6'3.5" and then 6'4", and then Coach Mosley got a ladder the other day, and he measured him, and he's just a little over 6'5" now. So I'm glad Coach didn't fall off that ladder, because it's a long way up for him.
I'm sure Coach Mosley couldn't see without standing on a chair, or like you said, getting on a step ladder.
Well, we have 3 officials on the court. We have a couple of teams that'll be out there shortly. Corey Tressler will stand in the center circle. Corey's got most of the taps this year because he just has such a quick leap.
He does. He gets up in the air really quick. And I wondered why he was jumping. Got Evan Lance is a couple inches taller. But I guess they must have had a jump off, and Corey got him. And he, like you said, he wins just about every tap.
This is the 7th game for the Rams. They're 5-1 on the season, riding a 5-game win streak. Nice run here before the Christmas vacation. And we're about ready to go. We get everybody on the court. Corey Mosley goes back and takes a defensive setup at the foul line to our left. Fessler will step in against Josh Young, a 6'3" senior. So 6'3" against 6'2", both seniors, and we're about ready to get underway. We hope you enjoy tonight's game. 28th Annual First United Bank Snowball Classic. There's the tap, and as we say that, it's controlled by Liganoir. Comes back in the backcourt. He'll bring it into the front court, takes it down the left-hand corner to Young. Young works against Lance. Out behind the circle on the left side, over the top of the key to Nicholson. They swing it over on the right side to Harrod. Harrod back out top of the key to Young. Young has it knocked away by Reese, and it goes back court, and last touch by the Lancers, and the Rams will get it back.
The Lancers were thinking that Reese tapped the ball, and but I do think Liganoir hit that ball.
Yeah, they touched it last as it went across the timeline. Didn't really have possession, but they're the last team that had possession. Tressler on the left wing, being guarded over there by Josh Young. Back out between the circles, it comes to Reese. Over on the left wing, it comes to Lance. Now to Mosley, top of the key, over on the left side. They swing it right side to Corey Tressler. He'll take it down the left side of the lane. Can't get the shot off. Over in the left wing, it goes to Mosley. Back out between the circles to Reese. Reese looks at that half-court man-to-man defense by Liganoir. Here's Tressler, comes into the elbow, stops, 15-foot jump. But Mosley was knocked to the floor, got up, got the rebound, and comes in, has it knocked away out of bounds. and the Rams will get it back.
I guess it's pretty hard to box somebody out when they're laying down. Bosley's on the floor. Nobody boxed him out, so he just jumped up and got the rebound.
Inbound pass comes to Bosley. We're a minute and 10 seconds into the ball game, no score. Bosley looks over to the bench, calls the play, one fist in the air. And all got there by Swedner, and they get a 5-second call. Turnover back to the Lancers. So one turnover for each team here in the early going. Swedner, they work the ball down court, and everybody's asleep. It goes to Josh Young for the layup.
Just threw it long for the layup.
Lead it 2-0, 6:35 to play in the first quarter. Ball in the right wing. Now it goes to Bosley in the center circle, takes it down the lane, has the break, puts it up off the glass, round the rim, won't go. Lance has the rebound. He puts it back up, won't go. And the rebound pulled down by Josh Young. Outlet pass very quickly up to Harrod. He'll back off on the right wing. Skip pass comes cross court to Nicholson. Back out front to Young. Now they swing it back outside. Swedner will set up the play. He's near the center line. Left side, Corey Tressler guarding him. Ball comes right side to Young. Inside on the give and go. And a shot put up down there is up. It's good by John Swedner. And the Lancers have a 4-0 lead. Bosley goes to Reese. Now back out between the circles to Lance. Lance over on the right side to Corey Tressler. He looks down low. Can't get it in. Now he drives in. Fakes. Puts up a little short jumper. Won't go. Rebound pulled down by Jeff Harrod of the Lancers. Very quickly down court, but the pass intercepted by Corey Bosley. It went off
his foot after he intercepted the ball.
His or somebody else's, but it's Liganoir basketball. On their own baseline, Sean Swedner will inbound. Bobs it in to a nice block underneath as Young had the layup, and up to block it was Corey Tressler. Rams back on the attack. Here's Bosley, baseline, reverse layup, puts it up, rolls in, and it's good. Corey Bosley with the opening basket for the Rams. We have a 4-2 game. Very quickly, down court is Young. He'll work the pass back out to Swedner. Over on the right side, it goes to Randolph. Randolph stops, puts it up from the top of the key. 3 shot, no good. Rebound is ran down out of bounds, but last touched by Tressler. It'll be Lancer basketball.
That time they left Randolph open, and he's the leading scorer for Liganoir. That's something they kind of got confused on a switch on that play.
Yeah, kind of missed that one, though. It was really short. Here's Randolph with the basketball again. Now we have Reese guarding him. Ball goes over on the right side to Harrod. Brings it back on the left side to Randolph. He puts up the 15-foot jumper, high off the rim. No good. Chris Miller up to get the rebound. Outlet pass goes to Bosley down the left side. Takes it into the lane. Can't get the shot. Gets it into Lance. Lance puts it up. It won't go, but he's fouled.
Just off their secondary break, the Rams pushed the ball up and got the post feed into Lance. Couldn't quite get the drop step move to fall, but drew the foul.
Foul was on number 5, Corey Nicholson, his first team foul. Evan Lance at the line. He'll shoot 2. First one's good. 4-3 ball game. Lancers lead by 1. Into the ball game for the Rams is Brett DeWitt. And Chris Miller comes out. Lance ready for his second. Nice rotation. Gets the roll off the front of the rim. It's good. Tied at 4 now with 4.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Randolph working against Reese into the front court. Picks up his dribble, lobs it down low. Ball comes into Nicholson. Goes over on the right wing with it to Swedner. He's guarded by Corey Bosley. Swedner gets it down in the right-hand corner to Randolph. Randolph from 17 feet. In and out, won't go. Rebound, though, is taken by Young. He puts it back up, no good, and Brett DeWitt has the rebound for the Rams. Comes to Tressler on the right wing, back to Bosley between the circles. Dribbles to the left side, hits Brad Reese going down in the left corner. Back out it comes to Bosley. Under 4 minutes to play, 4-4 tie. First quarter action in the 28th annual First United Snowball Classic.
Both teams playing straight man-to-man defense, no traps, no presses.
Here's Tressler outside the arc on the right side of the court. He works against Young, gets the pass over to Brad Reese between the circles. He works against Randolph. Bounce pass goes in the left corner to Mosley. Mosley is tied up. It'll be Ram basketball. Got up against Swedner, and Swedner just pinned the ball against Corey.
I think Corey was trying to draw the foul. When he had plenty of room, he could have just backed it off, had his dribble.
Inbound pass is to Tressler. Tressler in the left corner, works his way in the lane. Bounce pass comes over. Here's a 15-foot jumper by Evan Lance. It's good.
And I know Evan Lance has that ability to shoot that 15-foot jumper, and he hit that one out on the baseline.
Rams lead at 6-4. Here's the ball knocked away by Mosley, picked up by Reese. And Reese lets the cavalry catch up, gets it back to Mosley on the baseline. He takes it in the lane, fakes, puts the shot up, don't go, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
That was a late call. Corey Mosley with a great ability to pick up fouls, got right in the lane, under the basket, showed the ball, and there was a lot of contact, and it was a late call. I didn't think they were going to call it at first.
Got the foul. That's his first. Second team foul against the Lancers. Corey Mosley, the 6-foot senior, puts the first one up, rolls it in.
Last time the Rams went full court man-to-man, and then had a run and jump, which means any time they get close to the ball, they can double team it.
Joey Tressler in for Corey. Second shot by Mosley is good, and the Rams hold a 4-point lead at 8-4. Just under 3 minutes to play. Inbound pass comes into Herod. He'll take it through the center circle into the front court. Rams stay in that half-court man-to-man defense. Over it goes to Nicholson. Back on the near side to Young. Young will take it to the foul line over on the right side. And down the lane goes Swearinger, and he has the ball knocked out of bounds. The Lancers will get it back.
That time, the Lancers, first time they ran what's called the flex offense. A lot of back screens, and that's the first time they ran it this game instead of motion.
Inbound pass comes in the backcourt to Jeff Herod, and he'll bring it back in with 2.5 minutes to play. Rams lead it 8-4, first quarter action. Herod works it over on the left side to Young, top of the key, back over. It goes to Chris Rich in the ball game now, back to Swearinger, over in the corner to Herod. He'll drive baseline, puts up the no good. Rebound by Joey Tressler. He gets it out to Mosley, and the Rams are back on the attack. Down court it goes to Lance. Lance goes in, stops. He has the little short jumper. It's good.
To shoot that off the fast break on the baseline. Didn't have it. Put it on the floor once. Just a great one dribble move.
10-4. Rams lead it as we go under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Ball comes over to Young. Young will take it down the left side of the lane. Whistle foul called on the floor against the Rams. That's the first team foul against the Rams. Goes against Brett DeWitt. His first. Not a shooting foul. Corey Tressler back into the lineup. Replaces Mosley. Now the Rams have Corey Tressler, Joey Tressler, Reese, Brett DeWitt. Who'd I miss? Whoever the fifth one is. Oh, Lance.
Mosley is out.
Here's a three-pointer bound high off the rim. Whistle push underneath. Evan Lance got the rebound, but he was pushed by Jeff Herod. That's his first and the third team foul.
Just a great job of boxing out by the Rams that time, and Liganoir wanting to go to the offensive glass resulted in a pushing over the back foul.
Well, they got it on the board as 32, but I think it was on 3. But here's Joey Tressler on the left wing. Picks it up, gets it to Corey. Over on the right side, back to Joey. 1:27 to play in the first quarter. Trying to work the ball inside to Mosley. Joey has to pick it up and gets it to Mosley on the baseline in the left corner. He'll work his way back out front with 1:15 to play. Rams with a 10-4 lead here in the first quarter. Evan Lance pops out, gets it in the right-hand corner. Tressler, three-pointers in the air. It's good. Corey Tressler for 3.
That's a home 3, too, deep in the corner.
10-4. Rams open up a 9-point lead with 55 seconds to play. Here comes Swearinger as he picks it up, works it over on the right side to Rich. Rich goes inside, has it knocked away, and Corey Mosley comes up with it.
It's a nice block from the back from Evan Lance.
Lance playing one of the best quarters I've seen him play this year right now. Corey Tressler on the right wing, lobs it inside Lance. Lance off the glass, won't go. Taps the rebound, didn't get it though. Came back to Herod.
Shot, so then he missed the little layup.
Well, it was kind of a turnaround layup. Swedner has it. He takes it down the left side of the lane, dishes it off to Young. Young in the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by DeWitt, and DeWitt is tied up. Jump ball with 16 seconds left. It'll be Lancer basketball.
Well, DeWitt with the rebound, and it looks like as soon as Southern gets a rebound, Liganoir's double-teaming the rebounder, making it tough for them to get that ball out. Usually what happens, somebody gets elbowed sooner or later if they're allowed to do that.
Nathan Harris into the lineup. And the lob pass comes back to Herod. 15 seconds. He's out in the center circle. Clock down to 10 seconds now. Brings it down. He's working against Jimmy Heinball. Here's the jumper off the baseline by Willie Kerrigan. It's good. And we have a 13-6 ball game. And with that, our first quarter will come to an end. Rams lead it 13-6. We'll be back after this.
If you need Go in the Snow Power, then see a previously owned 2004 F-150 Super Crew 4x4 XLT pickup at Schaefer Ford Sales. This is a one-owner, local trade-in with just 6,000 miles. Has a V8 engine with automatic transmission, power equipment grouping, and a fiberglass tonneau cover. It's priced to move, too. So for Go in the Snow Power and comfort all rolled into one, see this used F-150 Super Crew at Schaefer Ford Sales in Oakland, where vehicles cost less.
92.3, the train.
Well, the Rams will have the basketball to start the second quarter. We'll remind you once again, tonight's game brought to you in part by the Terra Alta Bank with locations in Oakland and Terra Alta, and also by the Garrett County Memorial Hospital, where they give quality care close to home. Rams get it back, and they have a 7-point lead.
Rams have played solid defense. Liganoir also a very good defensive team. Had a 5-second call, almost 2 in dribble use situations. But I think the Rams are playing very, very well. Evan Lance looks like he's got a lot of confidence in his ability to score.
And Lance will come out, take the basketball at the midcourt line, and the Rams will put it into play, and we begin our second quarter. Lancers stay into the half-court man-to-man as Mosley brings it into the front court as he works against Swedner. Couple dribbles, gets it on the right side to Tressler. Tressler, ball high over his head as he looks inside, gets it back out to Chris Miller. Miller, couple dribbles, bounce pass in the corner to Mosley. Mosley takes it into the lane, can't get the shot off. Stop. Go to Lance. Lance with the turnaround jumper is good.
8 points for Lance already. The first or second quarter.
Boy, a turnaround jumper from about 8 on the left side. Kissed it off the glass and in. Here's Swedner as he takes it down the lane, kicks it out for 3 to Carringer. Carrigan puts it up, no good. Rebound by Mosley, taken away by Swedner. Swedner puts it up, no good. Tapped up, no good, and tapped out of bounds. It'll be Ram basketball.
Again, Corey Mosley getting the rebound. Double teamed by Liganoir. Ended up getting the ball taken away.
Chris Rich down there along with Swedner, and they just took the ball away. Rams have it back, though, now. They lead 15-6. 9-point lead, down near 7 minutes to play in the first half. Mosley into the front court, works against Randolph, takes it down the left side, picks up the dribble. Corey Tressler, top of the key. He'll take it down the right side of the lane, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Randolph. Randolph down the right side, behind the back pass. Inside it goes to Carrigan, and Carrigan gets his 4th point of the night. 15-8, 7-point lead for the Rams. Corey Tressler on the right wing. Looks down low, gets it back to Mosley. Mosley to the foul line. Bounce pass to Lance. Lance goes around, stops, puts up the jumper, good.
I think that the scouting report, the Rams said, hey, Lance, no one can handle Lance inside, so let's get him the ball.
Evan Lance owns Corey Nicholson underneath. Nicholson, a 6'3 senior, and Evans just giving him a clinic right now. Ball goes over to Nicholson, back over down in the right-hand corner to Herod. Herod, Randolph, jumper, 8 feet off the baseline is good. Tim Randolph has his first basket of the night. 17-10 Southern. Here's Lance, right side it comes to Reese. Reese looking for Miller inside, instead it goes to Lance. Lance puts it off the glass, won't go, tries to get the rebound, and it's pulled down by Herod. Lance just lowered his shoulder and went right into Herod that time. Luckily, we didn't get the foul called. Front court. Takes the pass over on the right side to Young. Josh Young, a 6'3 senior, works it back to Nicholson, top of the key. Over on the left side, shot put up by Kerrigan is no good. Rebound, Chris Miller. Outlet pass goes to Bosley. Rams back on the attack. Bosley all the way down the lane, kicks it over to Reese. Reese with a 15-foot jumper off the baseline's no good. Randolph with the rebound. Back into the front court, comes to Kerrigan. He's on the left wing. Back out in the front court to Jeff Harrod. 17-10, Rams lead. 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Harrod kicks it back over in the left corner to Kerrigan. Back out it comes to Nicholson. They come back out. Here's a 17-footer put up by Young. It's no good. Chris Miller with another rebound.
Chris Miller with a lot of rebounds. We don't have Roger here to keep the individual stats, but he's got a ton of them.
Three ball near Corey Dressler. From the left side. That was about a 23-footer. And the Rams with a 10-point lead. Here's Randolph as he goes down the left side of the lane. Can't get the shot off. Goes over to Young. Now back out front it comes to Harrod. Back over on the right side to Randolph. Randolph works out there against Brad Reese. 4:20 to play in the first half. Rams by 10, 20-10. Over it goes to Young. Back out top of the key. Three-pointer put up off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound by Young. Young loses the ball. Bosley's on the floor and gets the ball. Throws it back to Lance, and Lance back to Bosley. Great hustle by Corey Bosley. Over on the right wing to Reese. Now to Bosley, inside to Lance. Lance is bumped. No, the shot won't go. And the foul's on Corey Nicholson.
They switched guys and put Nicholson on him, who's a little bit stronger, and because Lance had just been shooting over everybody, and he just used his strength on him, tried to bump him a little bit when he went up to shoot, but he got called for the foul.
That's his second. And the fourth team foul. Evan puts the first one up. It's good. $11 points here in the first half. In comes Brett DeWitt. Out goes Chris Miller.
Got almost three starters in that one spot right there. You got Miller and DeWitt and Joey Tressler. They all play about the same amount of time.
And the second shot's up, and Evan Lance gets the shooter's roll. It goes in. In comes Nathan Harris. Lance comes out to get a break, and the Rams lead it by 12, 22-10. I'll be all right. It's been a long day.
And Lance has 12 of those 22 points.
Into the ball game is C.J. Thomas, a 6'1 freshman for the Lancers. Wears 00. Into the front court comes Swedner, kicks it over to Trammell. Trammell into the lane. Bounce pass comes out to Randolph. Randolph three-pointer. Misses everything. Goes out of bounds. Crowd will get on that one.
Randolph is a good player. Looked a little frustrated there, kind of forced that shot. The Lancers having a hard time scoring. It looked like he just tried to go one-on-one and was determined to score by himself.
Goes back to defense. Here's Bosley down the lane. Puts it up, and it's good. What a shot. Corey Bosley over Tim Randolph. Put it up and in.
Shot.
Rams lead it by 14, 24-10, 3:10 to play. Here's the ball knocked loose. Brett DeWitt is on the floor with it. Kicks it to Bosley. Bosley down the court to Reese. Reese for the layup. It's good. Brad Reese gives the Rams a 16-point lead. And Liganoir wants to call timeout. It's a 30-second timeout.
And right now, the Rams are on the top of their game. That is the best I've seen them play, both offensively and defensively this year.
Rams lead 26-10, 3:01 to play here in the first quarter. And this, I tell you what, every game we hear, well, our team didn't shoot very well. Well, they don't shoot well against the defense the Rams have. That's just
the Liganoir started out running a motion offense, didn't get many good looks, went to the flex shuffle offense, got a couple good looks, but not very many. And the Rams really playing good defense, good hustle, diving on loose balls, playing well in transition off of those turnovers.
They are really hustling, not afraid to get on the floor and knocking the ball away, and it seems to be going right to another Ram.
Also shooting the ball well.
Shooting the ball
inside
very
with
well.
Evan Lance and outside with Corey Tressler and Corey Bosley kind of scoring off penetration type moves.
Best game of the season for Evan Lance. He has 12 and also a couple of block shots here in the first half. Here's the Lancers. Swedner into the front court. Over it goes to Thomas, back inside to Swedner. He has the layup, puts it up and in.
Well, they set that up, and it was a nice backdoor type of play.
26-12 now as Bosley brings it into the front court. He'll take it to the left side, down in the corner of Lance. He has the baseline, puts it up and in.
Seeing a little bit of everything from Lance. We're seeing jump shots, we're seeing power moves, free throws, and now a baseline drive from the corner.
A wide open baseline. He just took it. Move for him. Here's Randolph as he works it out to Trammell. Back over on the right side to the freshman, Thomas. He'll drop it back to Kerrigan. Kerrigan works it over to Trammell. In the corner it goes. One more time to Swedner. Swedner comes in, kicks it back out to Randolph. Three-pointer. Off the rim, won't go. Rebound picked up by Thomas. He'll work the pass back out to Trammell. And back out in the front court it goes to Swedner. Back to Trammell. 6'1" senior. Works it over on the right side to Kerrigan. Back over it comes. Here's a 17-foot jumper off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound once again by the Lancers. Out it comes to Swedner.
One going to spread offense. Nobody in the post. And leaving it open for people cutting through.
They're just getting some long rebounds, too. Here's a three-pointer put up by the freshman, C.J. Thomas. And he hits it. His first basket of the night. 28-15, Corey Tressler in the right-hand corner, double teamed, looking for the pass, whistle. What do we got? Jump ball?
Yes,
it'll be
ball.
Lancer basketball. Corey just got trapped in the corner.
Not a good place to stop.
Almost got to call timeout, so any way you get out of that. 1:18 to go, 28-15 Southern. As John Swedner, 5'11" junior, brings it into the front court against Bosley. Almost lost the ball. Gets it over right side to Randolph between the circles. Back over on the near side now to Trammell. Trammell, couple of dribbles down the right side of the lane. Kicks it off to Thomas. Thomas, 15-foot jumper. No good. Brad Reese on the rebound. And he'll bring it out. Rams back on the attack very quickly. Down to Tressler. Tressler to the top of the key. Has the ball knocked away. Pulled down by Kerrigan. Kerrigan to the arc, down the left side of the lane now, and the charge by Kerrigan, as stepping in was Brad Reese. He got a nice charge.
Great help side, stood right in there and took the charge straight on. What you see Liganoir doing right now, first they went motion, then they went with the flex offense. Now this is the third major offense we're seeing them. It's like the Princeton offense where you have everybody in the perimeter, a lot of cutters looking for back cuts.
36 seconds on the clock, 28-15. Rams lead it. They have the basketball. Bosley down the right side. Bounce pass to Lance in the left corner. Back out to Bosley. Now to Reese in the center circle. He'll take it to the right side. Picks up his dribble where he's double teamed. Bounce pass to Tressler. 20 seconds on the clock. Over it goes to Bosley. 15 seconds. Bosley down the left side of the lane. Fakes. Kicks it out to Lance. Now to Reese. 10 seconds on the clock. Back over to Bosley. And it was behind him, and Bosley lost it out of bounds.
And really, after all the pressure, it was an unforced turnover, just trying to get the ball back to Corey Bosley and threw it behind him. He was not expecting it.
7 seconds on the clock. 28-15. Southern leads it by 13. And they got to try to keep Liganoir off the away from the basket here. Comes in to Randolph. 4 seconds. 3-2. He lost the ball. Brad Reese forced the turnover. And, a jump ball with 0.7 of a second. That
Brad Reese just picked him and knocked the ball away on a quick crossover. Randolph tried to cross over right in front of him. But he picked him and knocked the ball away and then couldn't quite pick it up. And it resulted in a held ball.
Rams have a chance for a pass and a shot. And that's it. Bosley will inbound. Works it to Lance. Lance has it knocked away, and with that, the first half comes to an end.
Off the inbounds with 0.7 of a second. They just tried to lob it all the way into Lance. He actually sealed his guy and caught the ball, but it was knocked out of his hand as he came down with it.
Yep, nice attempt, and the Rams, though, with a nice first half, they lead by 13 by the score of 28-13. That's our halftime score. We'll be back after this.
What makes a John Deere a John Deere? Is it the unmistakable gleaming, dare we say loud, green and yellow colors that can be seen riding high across this great land we call My Country 'Tis of Thee? Could it be that John Deere has a bit more experience in this whole tractor thing, say 167 years worth? Is it the fact that a Deere dealer will actually come to your personal abode for a tractor checkup like an old-fashioned country doctor? Or might it be the razor-sharp, almost ninja-like perfection of the Deere Edge cutting system? How can you find the answers? Why are we asking you so many questions? To help you solve these mysteries of mowing, just come down to your local John Deere dealer, and starting at just $14.99, you can sit in that bright yellow seat and experience for yourself the feeling of being on the tractor that started it all. Nothing runs like a Deere.
List price excludes tax, freight, setup, or delivery and is subject to change. Price and models may vary by dealer.
See a full line of John Deere lawn and garden tractors at Manor Home Center in Mountain Lake Park, your local John Deere dealer.
John Deere knows you're patient. No fortune cookie determines your fate unless it says good things come to those who wait. You're a stickler for reliability, versatility, and financial flexibility. Well, now that you can get the John Deere 2210 compact utility tractor for low introductory payments of just $139 a month, you'll be connecting and removing more than 60 attachments faster than a kid in a candy store. With these low introductory payments, you'll be lacing up those sneakers and sprinting to your nearest John Deere dealer. No doubt you'll be first in line for that test drive. There's nothing like getting everything you want, and nothing runs like a Deere.
Offer ends 2/28/05. Subject to approved credit on John Deere Credit Revolving Plan. A service of FPC Financial FSB. Reduced payments for the first 36 months with 7.9% APR for the entire term. After the first 36 months, payments will be based on 2% of the amount financed. See dealer for details.
Test drive your new John Deere at Manor Home Center, your local John Deere dealer in Mountain Lake Park.
92.3, The Train.
Well, we're back at the 28th annual First United Bank Snowball Classic and have a score from Northern. Northern defeated Westmore tonight by the score.
What makes a John Deere? Is it the unmistakable gleaming, dare we say loud?
Well, we're back at the 28th annual First United Bank Snowball Classic and have a score from Northern. Northern defeated Westmore tonight by the score of 59-43. They'll move to the championship round of their Christmas tournament tomorrow night as they play Bishop Walsh.
Should be an interesting game. You got the athleticism of Northern and their ability to run up and down the floor, spread the floor against the size Bishop Walsh has.
Well, the game here, the Rams lead it 28-15, and I'll tell you what, Rams have probably played almost flawless basketball. A couple mistakes on turnovers when they got it taken from them, but and a couple unforced turnovers too, but still a great game. Evan Lance just seems to have all the confidence in the world, and he's working against Corey Nicholson, a 6'3" senior, and just pretty well has his way in there.
Sure does, and the thing that's even very impressive about that also is the Rams were able to get him the ball, it seemed, just about whenever they wanted to. You know, sometimes that's hard to do, to get the basketball to a guy who can't score inside if the defense doesn't let him to get it. And the Rams got Evan Lance plenty of touches, and right from the start, he's a guy they've been looking for. And I'm sure at halftime, you're going to see Liganoir. They're talking about what do we do to stop Evan Lance. We've got to make it harder for him to get a hold of the basketball, and you'll see something different probably the second half.
They've got to do that, and they have to do something about Southern's defense. Brad Reese is just like a, I don't know, I don't want to call him a thief, but he go out there and pick your pocket in a heartbeat if you're bringing the ball to court.
Great pressure on the basketball, and you try to cross over in front of him, you better back up a step to create some space, or he'll take it, and he's done that a couple times. I think one of the things Southern's going to talk about is what we're going to do if they double team our rebounder. Bust that ball out, and you can beat him down the floor because you got two guys behind you already. And Liganoir's come out and played three different styles of offense. They ran a little motion, then they ran the flex, and then they ran that Princeton look where you try to get all the back cuts and spread everybody out. So I'm sure the Rams have a lot of things to go over, too.
Yeah, they do, and they're going to have to continue to play the type of game they're playing if they want to pull this thing out. They lead by 13, but the team with the caliber of Liganoir, they can erase that in just a few minutes. Ram defense held the Lancers to 6 points in the first quarter and 9 in the second, and I tell you what, they've had some shots. They just won't fall for them, but I credit that to the shots. They've had somebody in their face every time.
They really have, and I'm sure the Rams know who they want to let shoot and who they don't want to let shoot. And a couple of those buckets were off fast breaks where they just kind of threw one long to start the game. Remember, full length of the floor. And they had one other one like that too, where the Rams didn't see the ball, kind of had their heads turned, and Liganoir threw it long, and they scored on a breakaway.
Well, we're about 4.5 minutes away from the start of the second quarter. Or the second half, I should say. Liganoir will have the ball. Take a short break. We'll be back and talk about the individual scoring in the first half after this message.
At Peak Rehab, they know that rehabilitation is like climbing a mountain. Challenging, tough, even discouraging. But reaching the peak of your performance is worth the work. At Peak Rehab, you'll get one-on-one care, a staff that's friendly and understanding, with cutting-edge technology and techniques. Peak Rehab offers physical, occupational, and speech therapy, physical work evaluations, vision rehab, and so much more. Call Peak Rehab today at 301-533-1010 and reach your peak performance. 92.3 The Train.
Back at halftime of the 28th annual First United Bank Snowball Classic, where the Rams lead the Liganoir Lancers 28-15. Take a look at our individual scoring on the first half and remind you that our halftime scoring summary is brought to you by Sheriff Dick Sanders and the Garrett County Sheriff's Department.
For Southern, we have Corey Bosley with 6 points, Brad Reese with 2, Evan Lance, the leading scorer, with 14, Corey Tressler with 6. For Liganoir, Tim Randolph with 2 points, John Swedner with 4, Willie Kerrigan with 4, Josh Young with 2, and C.J. Thomas with 3.
And don't forget to stay tuned in our post-game show. We'll be interviewing Coach Tom Bosley of the Southern Rams, and also we'll name our Brownings Oakland Foodland Player of the Game. And that's going to be a tough one tonight. Everybody's playing really well, and Coach, you're going to have to get your thinking cap on for that one.
And the Rams really, I hope I don't jinx them, but really shooting the ball well from the free throw line. They're 6 for 6.
They're not back on the court yet. We still have a couple minutes to go. They're going over lots of things in there. Liganoir, on the other hand, came back with about 4 minutes to go into halftime. So apparently Coach McGay, a couple of quick words to them, sent them back out, try to get the basket in their eyes so they can make a few of those. Excuse me, I tell you, this soap may make it. It may not. Not really sure. We have just a second to remind you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Sheriff Dick Sanders and the Garrett County Sheriff's Department, who remind you to be cool, stay in school, and say no to drugs and alcohol. The only change I can see, they don't have a big guy, really, that they can put on Evan. Maybe they got a more athletic person, and they can maybe bump him around a little bit.
Collapse on him a little more, maybe front him, have help side, make sure they stay behind him, maybe play some zone. I don't know if they play zone or not. They have not the first half, been straight man the whole time.
Yeah, both teams, of course. Coach Bosley, that Z word is not in his vocabulary, I don't believe, and stays with the man-to-man. And I'll tell you what, with the defensive hawk like Brad Reese, and he gets a lot of good side help from Corey Bosley and lots of steals, and you can see why he plays it.
Yeah, they play it very well. Put decent pressure on the ball and pressure on the first pass, making it tough to throw the ball. Got the good help side standing in behind it. Kind of gives you the feel like you got 5 defenders against 3 offensive players, because you always have that help side standing in there behind if you try to make a move.
Just a reminder, if you're just tuning in to tonight's ball game, the first game, St. John's beat McDonough by the score of 57-48. So the winner of this game will face St. John's Prospect Hall out of the Frederick area tomorrow night in the championship game about 8:15. And the loser has the pleasure of facing McDonough at 6:30. So it's tough either way.
And that's not going to be a fun game either. I mean, both those teams are pretty good.
Yeah, they're very good. And both teams on the court here tonight showing that they're very good also. The Rams with a 13-point lead, 28-15, and we're about ready to get back into action here in the third quarter. But for the Rams to come back with their original starting lineup, nobody in foul trouble. That's back with their original starting lineup. Nobody in foul trouble. That's some good news for the Rams. Tressler, Lance, Miller, Reese, and Bosley each with one. For the Lancers, Corey Nicholson has two, and that's the only person exposed to be in any kind of foul trouble. Once again, Northern 59, Westmar 43 in the Christmas tournament at the Cove, and Northern will play BW tomorrow night. We need to get rid of that, Coach. Cramps my writing style. That's Rogers anyway. I hope he's not listening, but... Well, we hope he is, because that game must be over. And
he might be listening.
He's sitting down there listening to everything we say. Shows the world. Well, we're about ready to get underway. Liganoir with the basketball, and the inbound pass comes to Swedner. And we're underway. He'll bring it into the front court. Over to the left court it goes. Back to Swedner. Rams staying at half court man-to-man. This is Randolph, and it's picked by Evan Lance, and he just couldn't control it, went out of bounds.
Away with an illegal screen on that play right there. It was a moving screen.
Evan Lance just reached in and picked A.J. Jefferson, or make that Tim Randolph. Into the front court comes Herod. Over on the left side, it goes to Swedner. Down deep in the left-hand corner. Back out it comes to the top of the key. Over on the left side, right side to Randolph. Here's a 17-foot jumper straight away. No good. Corey Bosley with the rebound. Gets the outlet pass to Bosley. Rams back on the attack. Into the front court. Lob pass goes inside to Lance. Lance works hard. Puts it up and in.
And started right where they left off. The lob to Evan Lance. No help side behind him. And they lobbed it over the top to him.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Evan Lance has missed one shot tonight, I believe. That was that turnaround jumper he tried, got pushed under it. Here's Randolph, 17 straight away. This one's good. Tim Randolph.
And that time he just went one-on-one, a behind-the-back move, took it into the top of the key and shot it.
Reese, skip pass, cross court to Tressler. Tressler looking down low, gets it to Reese. Reese, 17-foot jumper off the front of the rim. He's knocked to the ground, and he'll shoot two. He was just inside the arc.
That was on the Rams, what they call their secondary break. Brad Reese set a back screen for Evan Lance. The Lancers switched on that, and that left Reese open.
Oh, they didn't call that a shooting foul.
Called it after the shot.
After the shot, so Reese will inbound off the baseline to Bosley. Jumper's blocked. Then there to get it, Evan Lance puts it up short, no good. Rebound tapped around and pulled down by Chris Miller. Miller double team, comes out with it and knocked to the floor, no call. Now they're on the floor again. Man, that was a scrum, I believe. Here's a shot put up and good by Josh Young.
And out of all that, the Lancers get a layup.
Wow, lots of contact, lots of physical play, and no call from anybody. Bosley gets it over on the left wing to Reese. Bounce pass to Tressler. Tressler stops, 17-foot jumper, good.
Boy, he hit that one with somebody right in his face and trying to block that shot.
Corey Tressler with 8 points on the night, 32-19, the Rams lead it. Left wing, it goes to Young. Young brings it back out top the key to Herod. Down low, turnaround jumper is put up short by Nicholson, no good. Lance has the rebound. Outlet pass comes to Bosley, into the front court on the right side. Over on the left side, it goes Tressler. 3 balls in the air, count the basket, and he's fouled. Give Tressler the 3, and he'll shoot one more.
And he nailed another long 3 with a guy right on him. Drew the foul and still able to finish it off. It could be a 4-point play.
Corey Tressler with 3 threes on the night. 11 points, chance for his 12th right here. And he gets it. Whistle, timeout. Well, we got a sub coming in. Mark Trammell back into the Lancer lineup. Rams lead at 36-19. It's a 17-point lead. Make that a 16-point lead.
Corey Tressler is the leading scorer for the Rams, averaging about 14 a game.
Ball goes over to Randolph in the right corner, back out front. 3-pointer in the air by Swedner, no good. Rebound is by Brad Reese. Reese has the ball taken away from him by Randolph, and the bounce pass comes on the near side. It's blocked out of bounds by the Rams, but the foul's going to get called, and Jeff Herod will shoot 2. Who did they get the foul on? Number
I don't
5,
know. Two guys went after the block.
Corey Mosley got it. That's the second team foul. First on Corey. Jeff Herod scoreless on the night at the line. He'll shoot 2. First one's up. He's still scoreless. Ready for his second. Rams lead it 36-19 and 36-20 as Herod gets the roll on the second shot. 16-point lead for the Rams, 5:10 to play in the third quarter.
Full court man-to-man now from the Lancers.
Mosley works it into the front court, takes it down the lane, breaks through his man, has the layup, it's good. Corey Mosley says, okay, you want to go with me, Mr. Swedner? I'll just go ahead and shoot a layup. And he did.
They really tried to pressure him. In fact, tried to double him, and he just went to the...
There's an illegal screen. Corey Nicholson just came up and laid a block. I don't know who it was.
It was on Chris Miller.
Wow.
Same guy I saw set a illegal screen a little bit ago, and I said, that's got to be called.
That's right off the football field. That's the third foul on Nicholson. Mosley brings it into the free throw line, or into the front court. Right side it goes to Tressler. Tressler works hard against Trammell. Now gets it back out to Miller. Miller tries to throw it to the right corner and throws it out of bounds.
That was an unforced error. It was a set play where Corey Mosley was coming off a down screen to shoot the ball in the corner. Just threw it high and behind him.
Rams lead it 38-20 with 4:22 to play in the third quarter. Into the front court, Swedner over on the near side. Herod, they kick it down the corner. Here's a shot out of the corner. Three-pointer is good. Give that one to Tim Randolph. 7 points on the night. Here's Mosley gets it over to Tressler. Now they're back into the half-court man-to-man. Tressler kicks it back, ball taken away by Herod. Tressler tried to work it to Mosley, cutting in. Herod had intercepted it. 38-23. 15-point lead for the Rams. Over it comes to Nicholson. Nicholson back out front to Trammell. Back over. Here's Randolph. 15-foot jumper. High for him. Won't go. Mosley was pushed underneath, out of the way. Rebound is back up. No good. Now Mosley comes up with that rebound. Tries to split a defender and is taken away. And down the court, and for the layup is good. That's John Swedner. He has 6
a couple
points.
turnovers here that resulted in easy buckets for Liganoir.
38-25. The lead cut down to 13. As Reese brings it into the front court over on the right wing. Gets it to Lance. Lance out front looking for the pass and has it knocked away. He'll pick it up and hand it to Reese, and now back to Mosley. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Mosley calls the play, takes a couple of dribbles, comes to the right side, gets it to Miller at the top of the key. Miller looks down low, bounce pass to Tressler, inside, tried to work it in to Lance, knocked out of bounds, last touch by Corey Nicholson.
Had Corey Tressler at the high post that time, and Evan Lance inside tried to go the high-low look, go into Tressler and have him dump it inside. Almost worked, but the Lancers got their hands on the ball and knocked it out of bounds.
Joey Tressler in for Miller, and they lob the pass in to Corey Tressler. He takes a couple of dribbles, backs off, lets everybody get set up.
Liganoir is really up their intensity defensively right now. Let's see if the Rams can answer.
Mosley right down the lane, has the basket, and he's fouled.
The Lancers coming out on the Rams and really putting pressure on the ball and getting a little more physical and pushing, and that's a good way to answer right there. Go around your man, beat him to the bucket, and get a three-point play.
Corey Mosley right down, got the basket and the foul. The Rams lead it 40-25. In comes Harris, out goes Lance. Nathan Harris, the 6'3", close to 6'4", as he comes in. Mosley with the free throws off the front of the rim, will not go. Liganoir with the rebound. Down it comes, back out front to Herod. They try to lob it inside. It's knocked away. Pulled down nicely by Nathan Harris. He gets it back to Mosley. 2:22 to go in the third quarter. Rams by 15, 40-25. On their left wing it goes. Three-pointer in the air. Corey Tressler high off the rim, won't go. Rebounds pulled down by Tim Randolph. Down court is pass intercepted by Tressler rather. Corey Tressler over in the front court now, has to pick up his dribble, looking for the pass, has it knocked away. Randolph comes up with it. He'll lob it down court to Swetner. Swetner goes baseline. Oh, and he's called. He gets the shot. It won't go. He's fouled. Foul's called on Brad Reese. That's his first.
Again, that time you can see Liganoir's trying to put a lot more pressure on the basketball, and that time they double-teamed Corey Tressler, and the Rams just can't start turning the ball over because it seems that's the only way Liganoir can score.
Swetner puts the first shot up. It's good. That's 11 points here in the third quarter for Liganoir.
Liganoir scored most of those off their defense, creating turnovers and then fast breaks.
Second shot's up. It's good. 40-27, the lead back at 13, where it was at halftime. Joey Tressler has the run of the baseline, and we have full court
man-to-man pressure.
And long pass goes down court to Bosley. Bosley catches it, tries to put it up, and had to keep him going out of bounds. Swetner comes back down the lane, and a shot put up, blocking foul, and they call the count to basket and the foul on Joey Tressler. John Swetner got the basket and the foul. Whistled, timeout by Coach Tom Bosley. 1:45 to go in the third. Rams lead by 11, 40-29. We'll be back after these messages.
Greg's Pharmacy has been a part of the community for many years. They're there for you when you need them, even in times of emergencies. Greg's accepts multiple prescription insurances, the Together card, and they process Medicare billing. They carry a complete line of hospital and surgical supplies, including walkers, canes, crutches, wheelchairs, tub rails, and electric hospital beds. From Band-Aids and allergy medicines to blood monitoring systems and diabetic supplies, Greg's Pharmacy has it. Good luck and go Rams from Greg's Pharmacy in Oakland.
When buying a pair of shoes, you want the best fit possible. When you buy New Balance, the best fit possible goes beyond shoe size. The better your shoes fit, the more comfortable you will be, the better you will perform, and the more you will enjoy yourself. See the selection of New Balance athletic shoes at Stompers on Route 135. Whether you need a cross trainer, running, or just a comfortable shoe, New Balance has a shoe for you in a variety of widths, ranging from AA to Quad E. Stompers in Mountain Lake Park, across from Tressler Auto Electric.
92.3, the train.
Well, we're back as John Swetner, the 5'11 junior, steps to the line to complete the three-point play. 40-29. Swetner with a chance to bring his team back to within 10. 1:45 to go in the third quarter. Shots up good. 10-point ball game. 40-30. Full court pressure once again. Lance works it into Bosley. Bosley double team, but he'll come out with it. Have everybody clear out, and he'll work his way into the front court. Through the center circle to the top of the key, down the right side of the lane, has the shot off the glass and in. Corey Bosley can handle
really
Swetner.
A big answer right there. Now he's done that twice here when they've cut it to like 11 or 10 points.
42-30, Rams lead by 12 with 1:20 to play in the third. Here's Thomas as he takes it down the lane, stops. Lance blocked it, and he got it off though, and Lance gets the rebound. Holds it up, bounce pass goes over to Bosley. Rams back on the attack with 1:10 to play. To the top of the key, takes it left side of the lane, kicks it back over to Tressler on the baseline. Inside to Joey. Joey puts the shot up, won't go, but he's fouled. Willie Kerrigan gets the foul. That's his first. Under a minute to play, 58.4. Rams lead it 42-30, and Joey Tressler is at the line for two.
And Liganoir, very well-coached team. They're playing a lot harder defensively, and they're playing a lot more physical, trying to body up on the Rams, and it has bothered the Rams and resulted in some turnovers.
Joey misses the first. Ready for his second now. Second one's up, it's good. Rams back to the 13-point lead that they had at the beginning of the quarter. Here's Randolph, takes it into the lane, puts the runner up over Lance. Good. Tim Randolph, 9 points on the evening. Here's Bosley with 45 seconds to go. Has the ball knocked away, kicked away by Swetner. Swetner. Swetner brings it down, gets it out top of the key. Three-pointer in the air by Thomas is good. C.J. Thomas, his second three of the night. Now the lead down to 8. Lance trying to get it in. Corey Mosley calls timeout.
Could not get the ball in bounds.
Not in time. So the Lancers get it back. Lead down to 8, 43 to 35.
And this pressure is really starting to bother the Rams. Just full court man-to-man.
Here's the pass way in the backcourt. Ran down back there by Kerrigan. He'll work it into the front court with 20 seconds to play. Under the basket all by himself. Shot put up too hard. No good. Rebound by Evan Lance. Lance gets the bounce pass out to Mosley. 10 seconds on the clock. Mosley takes a look at the clock. Has the ball knocked away and comes up with it. And Kerrigan steals it. Comes down, puts the shot up with a second to go, and it counts.
Again, a turnover, resulting in an easy bucket for Liganoir, and that's brought them right back into the ball game.
That was John Swedner that did that, and now it's a 43-37 ball game as we go into the fourth quarter. We'll be back after this.
At Peak Rehab, they know that rehabilitation is like climbing a mountain. Challenging, tough, even discouraging. But reaching the peak of your performance is worth the work. At Peak Rehab, you'll get one-on-one care, a staff that's friendly and understanding, with cutting-edge technology and techniques. Peak Rehab offers physical, occupational, and speech therapy, physical work evaluations, vision rehab, and so much more. Call Peak Rehab today at 301-533-1010 and reach your peak performance.
92.3, the train.
Rams 13-point lead cut down to 6, and Coach, they got to handle the ball stronger.
They really do. I said you could see that Liganoir started to increase the intensity on the defensive end, and they're getting a lot more physical, and they're taking chances. And the Rams have turned the ball over, getting knocked off balance, losing the ball, falling down, and almost every time that happens, Liganoir answers with a layup. The Rams got outscored by 7 in that quarter.
Rams will have the basketball to start their fourth quarter. They have the ball in a 6-point lead, 43-37.
This went from being a comfortable lead to anybody's ball game right now.
Yes, it is. Here's Mosley with the inbound pass, and we're underway. Mosley works against Randolph. Brings it over to the left side of the court. Bounce pass goes inside to Lance. Lance back over to Reese. Reese, little jumper off the baseline. Brad Reese answers.
And that was set up by Evan Lance. As soon as they got him the Rams got him the ball, they double-teamed him, and that left Reese open.
Lead back to 8 now, 45-37. Ball comes on the near side to Thomas. Thomas takes it in the lane, stops. 14-foot jumper rejected by Lance. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lance. Coach Tom Mosley doesn't like that call.
I think it's a good call. I think Lance blocked the ball, and he's the one that stuck his hand in and knocked it out of bounds.
Randolph gets the inbound pass, works against Reese. Goes over on the left side to Trammell. Back out, it comes to Thomas. C.J. Thomas, the freshman, works it over on the left side to Kerrigan. Kerrigan back out front to Jefferson. Jefferson has his pass stolen away. Brad Reese for the layup. It's good. Brad Reese with the pick, and the Rams back on top by 10. Just under 7 minutes to play. Here's A.J. Jefferson back into the front court. Picks up his dribble, gets it over on the right side. Thomas goes in the lane, puts the shot up loud, no good. Rebound, tapped around. Joey Tressler knocked on the ground, got up, blocked the shot, and drew the foul.
And the team that Liganoir has on the floor right now, I think, is their 5 quickest kids. They've got come out with all-out pressure. They've got their quickest athletes on the floor right now. And they're spreading the floor, and it causes Evan Lance to go out and guard somebody out behind the three-point line at times.
Trammell with his first basket of the night as he hits the front. 47-38, Rams lead now by 9. 6:43 to go in the ball game. Whistle. Oh, the ball came out on the floor from the crowd. They get that all settled down. And Mark Trammell with his second, puts it up. It's around the rim, won't go. Lance to get the rebound, has it knocked away.
And I think they're getting fouled on
Tressler, and it goes over his head and out of bounds.
And I think the Rams are getting fouled when they get that rebound. They're just really getting hammered after they get a rebound. Here's the inbound pass from Kerrigan. Works the pass into Swedner.
Swedner led the comeback in the third quarter. Bounce pass comes over on the near side to Randolph. Randolph back over to Trammell. 6:25 to go. Back out it comes to Kerrigan. Kerrigan against Tressler. Backs off. Can't get the shot. Over to Trammell. Trammell works back outside to Swedner. Down low underneath. Shot blocked. And whistle and a foul. They call a lance on that?
No, I don't know.
Number 5, Corey Nicholson. That's his 4th.
And like I said, anytime the Rams get a rebound, or that time they blocked the shot, Lance blocked the shot, then got the rebound, they are really getting hammered, and that time they finally called it.
That's the 6th foul against the Lancers, so the Rams will be in the 1-on-1 from here on out. Inbound pass comes to Bosley. Bosley works against Kerrigan as he comes up court. Exactly 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Bounce pass to Lance. Back out to Bosley, top of the key. Goes down the left side. Has the lane. Got pushed from behind, and they call traveling.
Got in and showed the ball a little bit and hit the layup, but drug a pivot foot and got a little help from a shove from the back.
Yeah, Kerrigan shoved him and got called for traveling. Into the front court comes Swedner. Swedner against Bosley. 5:45 to go in the ball game. Over it comes to Trammell. Trammell, left side, back to Young. Young ball high over his head as he comes back out to Kerrigan. 3 ball in the air. Good. Willie Kerrigan hits the 3. 7 points on the night for him. Back to a 6-point ball game. 47-41. Rams lead. Bosley gets it to Joey Tressler. Inside it goes to Corey. Turnaround jumper off the baseline. No good. Rebound by Josh Young. Young gets it to Swedner. Down court very quickly. The ball comes to Harrod. Harrod backs off. 47-41. We have a 6-point ball game. Young tries to go down the left side of the lane. He's called for traveling. Turnover back to the Rams.
Well, they're trying to draw Evan Lance away from the basket. They're running the flex offense, and on a down screen, they get a guy. Their center catches a ball at the high post, and then they try to drive by Evan Lance.
5 minutes to go in the ball game. Bosley picks up the dribble, looking for the pass, and works it. 5-second call. As they're getting beat around, Jeff Harrod just all over Bosley, and they're not getting the call.
Yeah, Bosley threw a couple elbows, but he got bumped and he got pushed. And like I said, Liganoir is really coming out and trying to play physical basketball, and it has worked.
Here's Swedner, help side help from Corey Bosley, knocks the ball out of bounds. Swedner will get it back on the sideline. 4:41 to go in the ball game. 47-41 Southern. Here's Harrod. He'll come to the near side, works against Bosley, looks down low, back out top of the key. 2-pointers in the air, it's good. 2-pointer by Kerrigan. He has 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Whistle, timeout. Coach Tom Bosley wants to talk things over. And he's out trying to talk to the official about the shoving and everything that's going on. They need to make those calls.
Well, it's kind of been this quarter. They've really changed the way they called the game. They kind of swallowed their whistles and have just let them play. And it has really gotten physical.
Yeah, it's more like a football game than it is anything else. They're getting collapsed on. Corey Bosley took 3 or 4 shots down there before they got the 5-second call. He tried to protect himself with elbows, but that didn't even work.
Yeah, that's happened on every rebound the Rams get. They're really getting hammered. The rebounder is. And, the rebounder is usually trying to pivot and throw the outlet. And if you allow people to push and hack, someone usually ends up getting the elbow.
Well, we remind you once again, tonight's game brought to you in part by the Terra Alta Bank with locations in Oakland and Terra Alta, and also by the Garrett County Memorial Hospital, where they give quality care close to home. Also, stay tuned for our post-game show. We'll name our Brownings Oakland Foodland Player of the Game. Have our interview with Coach Tom Bosley. Right now, we have a long 4 minutes and 25 seconds to go in this ball game. Rams lead is cut down to 4 now at 47-43. Evan Lance, along with Brad Reese, Corey Bosley, Joey Tressler, and Corey Tressler in the lineup. Inbound pass comes to Reese. Reese gets it back, and over it goes to Bosley. He'll bring it very quickly into the front court. Couple dribbles, picks up the dribble. Looking for the pass, gets it to Lance. Lance back to Mosley. Down near 4 minutes to play now. Mosley with the handoff to Reese. Reese, couple of dribbles, takes it over to the right side, down to the foul line. Over it goes to Joey Tressler. Back to Reese for under 4 minutes to play with a 4-point ball game. Reese bounce pass into Lance. Lance has the layup. It's good.
Not only did he get the ball into Lance for a layup, ran a little bit of time off too.
49-43, the lead back to 6 now. The ball's out in the front court to Swedner. Corner on the left side, it goes to Young. Young back out top of the key to Kerrigan. 15-foot jumper off the elbows, high off the rim, won't go. Rebound fought forward, tapped out of bounds. Ram basketball.
Again, like to see the Rams make sure they protect the basketball, run a little bit of time off, can't turn it over. If they can, get it back inside Devin Lance.
Liganoir's backed off the full court pressure now a little bit. Mosley gets the inbound pass into the front court. They double team anytime the dribble stops. He takes it down the lane, has the layup with the left hand. Corey Mosley just invented that shot. Lead back to 8. Offensive foul. Called against John Swedner. That's 3 on him. Corey Mosley picks up the charge. 3:05 to play. Rams have the basketball. Mosley gets it back. Clock goes under 3 minutes now. 51-43. Rams by 8. Mosley gets it back out to Reese. Over on the right side it goes to Tressler. Tressler's pass knocked away, but Mosley runs it down. He'll take it down the lane. Can't get the shot. He'll kick it. We'll see. Back over it comes to Lance on the left wing. Back to Corey Tressler. Tressler backs off as he works against Young. Now takes it down, loses the ball. No, Mosley picks it up. Mosley takes it into the lane. Spin dribble. Little shot off the glass. Count it.
That was a tough shot. A 1-on-1 move. Hit it. A turning left-hander.
Rams lead back to 10 with 2:19 to play. And with that, Coach Arnie McGay wants to call timeout. We have timeout on the court with 2:19 to play. 53-43 Southern. We'll be back after this.
What did your 3 to 5-year-old learn today? If your child attended Renaissance Early Learning Center in Oakland, he probably learned a letter of the alphabet, had story time, painted, and sang songs. Your son is recognizing shapes, colors, and numbers. Your daughter learns manners by visiting a restaurant for lunch and explores books at the library as she learns about teamwork. Good luck and go Rams from Renaissance Early Learning Center, the Little People Place, located on 3rd Street in Oakland, 334-2081. Browning's Foodland wishes the Southern Rams good luck during their football season. School sports and activities are an important part of learning, teamwork, and community involvement, as well as a great family bonding experience. Browning's Foodland knows that families have a lot of time constraints. That's why we offer pizza, hoagies, hot Chester-fried and rotisserie chicken, perfect for a quick meal, even before a game. You can always count on Browning's friendly, helpful staff and quick checkout lines. Open daily, Route 135, Mountain Lake Park.
The train station.
Lazarus have the ball. They work it inside. Shot blocked underneath by Evan Lance. Picked up by Tressler, and the Rams have it back with a 10-point lead and 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Mosley at the top of the key picks up his dribble, works it over to Lance in the left-hand corner. Back out front it comes to Mosley. He'll take it. Well, just back off. Look for somebody to pop out. It's Tressler. That's Corey. Corey takes it into the lane, stops, puts up the shot. Blocking foul is called. Tressler will shoot 2, and a technical is called against one of the Lancers. We have a technical on number 5. That's Corey Nicholson, and that's 5 on him. And the foul was called on Willie Kerrigan, I believe, and that's 2 on him. Make that 3. So Corey Tressler will go to the line. He'll shoot 3 at least. 4, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
Corey Tressler is not shooting from line quite as good as he did last year. He's shooting this year, for the season, he's shooting over 68%. Last year, he was in the 70s.
Well, there's a short timeout while they replaced Corey Nicholson on the court. He just got the technical called, and he's out of the ball game. He checks out with actually no score on the game, but played very tough inside.
He's just a real physical player, likes to knock people around.
Tressler misses the first one.
It looked like it was coming out the bottom and crawled back out.
Yeah. Misses the second one. Let's see, that would have been, this is a technical now.
Yeah.
Two-shot technical.
You certainly don't want to go in, and way short on this one.
Missed the third one.
Evan Lance, you got to step in and shoot this for the season.
I didn't know they could do that.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
He's shooting 80%. He's 15 attempts. He's hit 12 of them. And he's
missed.
short. Missed all 4.
This really
This could really have shut the door right there.
Yep.
This can, something like this just might open the door for Liganoir.
This could come back to haunt you. You could have a 14-point lead in the basketball. Instead, you have a 10-point lead in the basketball. Mosley brings it into the front court. Stops between the circles. Tries to go around his man. Spin dribbles in. Has it knocked away. Picked up down the court very quickly is Swedner. Swedner gets the basket and the foul. Brad Reese tried to pick up the charge, and they say no. Swedner got the basket and the foul. 1:27 to go. Whistle and a timeout. And let's see. Foul was called. They called on number 5? I thought it was on number 10.
It had to be on Reese. He tried to pick up the charge on the fast break. Again, the Rams that time turning the ball over. You cannot turn your back. The Liganoir is going to go after the ball.
Yeah, it was on Brad Reese, and that's his second. 4th team foul against the Rams. Liganoir has 9, so the Rams will be on the double bonus from here on out. Lead is now at 8 with 53 to 45, 1:27 to play in the ball game. Well, we got a loud crowd tonight, I'll tell you that.
Student section getting into it right now.
I hope everybody can hear us. My old throat's about ready to give up, but we're going to make it for the last minute and a half. At the free throw line to our right is John Swedner, the 5'11 junior. He has 15 points on the night, looking for his 16th.
He's really quick in transition. He takes the ball to the basket very, very well.
Officials get things straightened out. It is a one-shot foul. It's in the air. It's good. He's 4 for 4 from the line tonight. 53-46, back to 7 points with 1:27 seconds to go. Full court pressure by the Lancers. Inbound comes to Reese. Reese takes a couple of dribbles. Picks it up now, gets it to Mosley. Mosley hammered, and they finally get the call. And that's foul number 10. So Mosley will shoot 2.
Well, Mosley, he shoots 61%, but I tell you what, in a situation like this, I think I'd as soon have him on the line as anybody.
Yep, he would be my pick, as he'll step up to shoot 2. First one's in the air, good. Corey Mosley's played about as solid a game tonight as anybody could play.
Well, they're really putting the pressure on him. He's had some great moves, had a couple turnovers against the pressure, but he's had a tough job tonight.
Second shot's up, it's good. Lead back to 9, 55-46. Very quickly it comes back, 3-ball in the air by Herod, and it's off the rim, no good. Rebound by Mosley, and he is clobbered on the rebound. He'll go back and shoot 2 more.
Well, it looks like from now on, the rest of the game, Liganoir, if they don't get the steal or the rebound, offensive rebound, they're going to foul immediately to stop the clock.
That's Swedner, and that's foul number 4 on Swedner. And that'll send Mosley back to the line for 2 more. Chance to get the Rams back to double digits. First one's in the air, all net. Corey missed 1 so far from the free throw line tonight. 10-point lead for the Rams, and now 11 as he makes the next one. 57-46, 11 points with $1.09 to go. Down the lane, shot put up. Lance kind of backed off, thought to get the foul, but they called it on him anyway. Josh Young got the basket. Lance got the foul. That's the first foul on Evan.
And Liganoir will not go away. Take the ball to the basket strong, drew the foul, hit the shot. Chance for a three-pointer.
That's one you know Evan didn't want to commit, and he backed off. He tried to get out of the way.
He jumped up, and he kind of jumped backwards when he went to block the shot, but the offensive guy drew the contact, kind of jumped into him.
3-point around the rim won't go. Lance has the rebound. The ball taken away. Now it comes back out to Young. Young back out front. Three-pointer is in the air. Missed everything. No good. Rebound by Corey Tressler. That shot was by Randolph. Down court very quickly. Joey Tressler had the layup, but there's a foul.
There's a foul in the backcourt. They weren't going to give him that free layup.
Number 3, I believe. That's Herod.
See Corey Tressler come back and hit these two.
Yeah.
After struggling there on the technical.
He just missed 3. They just come back and hit both of these. 9-point lead, 57-48. Got that one. 58-48, 10-point lead for the Rams with 49 seconds to go in the ball game. Rams will face St. John's Prospect Hall tomorrow night in the final. That'll be a real battle. Tressler's second shot's up, it's good. Rams back to an 11-point lead. Here's a long three-pointer put in the air around the rim, won't go high up to get the rebound as Lance. He's fouled right away. Josh Young commits the foul, and Evan will shoot 2. He missed one of those technicals,
yeah,
too.
He did.
His chance to get it back. Here's a 30-second timeout called. 42 seconds to play. The Rams lead by 11. They have Evan Lance at the line to shoot 2. So it's been a really physical, tough ball game for the Rams.
Especially the second half. About midway through the third quarter, you can just see Liganoir tighten up their defense, become a lot more intense, and try to really get more physical with the Rams. And tried to bounce the Rams around for a while, and I think that's what caused the lead to go from what was 15, 17, or 18 down to 7. But it was just when you're getting beat around like that and the ball comes loose, no call from the officials. There's not much you can do about it. Lance at the line to our left. He'll shoot 2. He hit all 4 of his free throws in the first half, then missed one in the second half.
Comes back and drills that one.
We forget the way Corey Bosley's had to play here against this pressure that Evan Lance had a great first half with 14 points and did a great job on the boards.
Lance makes 2. Rams lead it by 13. 40 seconds to go. Randolph spin dribbles. Gets it over on the right side to now back to Randolph. He drives down the lane, gets the open layup, puts it in. Tim Randolph, 61-50. Here's the ball trapped in the corner. Whistle and a foul call. Brad Reese is going to shoot 2 now. You know, there's 21 seconds to go. You're down by 11. Time to call for the Dogs. And Liganoir not wanting to do that. And the crowd starts, we want Blamble.
I don't think you're going to see too many bench players in this game right now. It's still, Liganoir just seems to be able to stick around.
Brad Reese, 6 points on the night, now 7. See, he puts it up and in. Lead back to 12.
Lance comes out. Lance and Bosley come out, get a well-deserved applause. And Corey Tressler.
I hope Brad Reese gets a chance to come out and let this crowd show their appreciation for his game, too. Second shot's up, no good. Rebound by Liganoir as they bring it down the court. Three-pointer in the air is good. Give that one to Willie Kerrigan.
And he's hit 3 of those this half.
I have him for 2, but I might have missed one. I only have 2 threes in that. Oh, I got the quarter, okay. 62-53 with 8 seconds to go. Foul called on Tim Randolph back in the ball game. That's his 3rd. Nathan Harris off the back of the rim, no good. He scored us.
Brad Reese leaves the game. We have Jimmy Heimball. We have
Brad Reese comes out.
Eric Blamble in the game. Joey Tressler, Nathan Harris,
Harris hits the free throw. 63-53, 2 seconds, 1 second. Rebound is by Jimmy Heimball. And with that, the Rams pick off the Liganoir Lancers by the score of 63.
And with being very physical, but the Rams had a lot of poise at the end and managed to pull it out.
Well, as always, and as promised, Coach Tom Bosley, the Southern Rams join us, and he's got to be wore out. I know I'm wore out. And, Coach, I'm trying to get this through the rest of the interview, so hopefully we'll make it. Now, nice victory, a 10-point victory, gives you 6-1 on the season, but I tell you what, it was a hard-fought, physical ball game.
I tell you what, they really got after us. They were so physical. We're not used to that play, but I'll be honest, it was very well done. They were consistent. They let us bang on them. They banged on us. They just did it with more people, more numbers, and a little more athleticism. You know, we hung in there. The technicals had me worried. The 4-shot streak could have iced that game. I got a little nervous. I even changed Corey Tressler just because I wanted to get him out of that situation. But I'll be honest, we want him in the line. He's very, very good. He just happened to miss a couple, and it worked on him mentally. Plus, I got all kinds of confidence in Evan Lance shooting free throws, and he missed his. So that turnaround right there just frustrated me to no end.
You know, they both came back, though, before the end of the game and made a couple, so it showed that they shook that off and went ahead.
Oh, yeah. We're not bad shooters at the foul line because we have good shooting form. I thought Evan Lance had a wonderful game. I thought he played great. I thought his first half was great. You know, when you play somebody that's not able to scout you, doesn't see you, they don't know your strengths, your weaknesses, and it's kind of hard to know how to play Evan, but, you know, our people who are around here play him differently. Obviously, tomorrow it'll be a little different because they're big and strong inside. But you know what? That might have been a wake-up game for Evan, I hope, because I personally think that's the way he can play every ball game. I really do. I think he has that kind of ability. As happy as I've been all season, he stuck that jumper in the corner. He can do that. He just doesn't have the confidence to do that or just the mental approach to do that, but he will. And when he does, then he's going to be tough to guard because he can go to 15, he can go inside, he can shoot free throws.
Well, we talked about that tonight. We said so far Evan Lance has scored inside. He hit that jumper from the baseline in the corner, and then he had a baseline drive.
Yes.
And he hit free throws, so he scored about every way. And I said, that's really, you know, we haven't seen that out of him earlier this year.
You're right. You know, we're in this tournament to get what we got out of game one. Physical, different style of play, new people. We told our kids yesterday, I believe it was, that the reason we do this is if you play in March, you play on Friday and you play on Saturday. You must win on Friday to get a chance to play on Saturday. Who are you going to play down there? You can play Dunbar, Southern or Baltimore, or somewhere like that. So we're bringing in people we hope that are similar to that mentality and that ability and that athleticism. Guys, you watch that first game. You can call that low scoring. You can call it anything you want to call it. That is two teams getting after each other with all kinds of athletes. And I thought Coach McGackey had real good athletes at Liganoir. Much better than I thought. That big old center that just knocks the heck out of you on screens is a big old boy. And he's headed somewhere in football, I understand, Division I, and you can tell by looking at him. But we brought those teams in for that reason, and I think this game helps us. Now, physically, we took a beating, and we got to really bounce back by tomorrow, and I don't know if we can do that. They used a lot more people with St. John's than we did, maybe by design, and boy, they're a whole lot bigger.
Coach, I thought at times your defense was outstanding. I thought later in the second half they scored a lot off their defense, with pressure and being physical. But I thought our defense was really good, especially in the first half. You saw the motion, you saw the flex, you saw something looked like the Princeton offense, and all those different things. Were you prepared for all the offensive schemes they had?
We were prepared for a few of them, but everything they ran, I'm not sure. But as we told our kids, when you have as many games under your belt as we do, I don't care if they use ball screens, I don't care if they screen away from the ball, I don't care what they do. By now, if you play by rule, it takes care of it. Now, right there in the end, Corey Bosley lost track of his man. They threw underneath, and we somehow saved it, stole it, or blocked it, or something that didn't cost us, and it could have cost us at a real critical time. I think the ball game was 4 points, but Yeah, so I was pleased with our half-court defense. I was not pleased with us taking care of the ball or lack of taking care of it, which created layups, three-point plays on their end while we're hustling back trying to catch up. It was not good basketball. For as good as Corey Bosley was for the ball game, there was a stretch there. I wasn't sure whose team he was on. And then we're in a huddle, and he's backing down in the lane, and we're trying to stay high and wide and spread the court. That's as frustrated as I've been, but I got his attention, and I think he understood that I wasn't real happy.
Well, I tell you what, that with the pressure that was being put on the Rams, he's the guy that stepped up and hit a couple crucial layups that could have been the difference in that game when they were really trying to when the game was still in doubt, when they were putting the pressure on you.
That was an amazing move. That was a pretty good move. But the one Brad Reese hit was real important at that stretch run. So overall, I'm not displeased. I think Liganoir is that athletic. They play in a 3A, 2A league. They play a lot better competition than we probably show them on a normal basis. Although tonight we came to play, and I think we'll come to play tomorrow. It was a great crowd. We couldn't have disappointed anybody with effort now. We might have disappointed them with our dumbness at times and our inability to get out of a trap or a double team and maybe handle it strong. But I thought for the most part we did fine. I'm pleased with the win, obviously. We never apologize for winning, do we, John?
Nope, never have, and never will. I just thought the game was really physical. You say it went both ways, but when you get turnovers, when you end up laying on the floor after you've been knocked down, what can you do? I mean,
well, a little bit of that's our balance or lack of strength, but you're right. I mean, I complained about it, but about 4 minutes to go, Coach Rediger made a great point. We're not taking up for you another second. You're on your own. I'm not complaining, not griping.